6 weeks into the season, Tennessee already has the first coaching vacancy. Sources tell me the Titans are taking a long look at a rising defensive mind out west, a coach who's built a fast, physical, turnover-heavy defense under one of the league's brightest offensive innovators. He's meticulous, calm, and viewed across the NFL as the next breakout name from that coaching tree. The interest is real, and conversations are underway. Stay tuned and hit like to keep getting exclusive insider updates on the Titans' search for their next head coach. Minkah Fitzpatrick's name is back in trade discussions, and according to multiple league sources, the Seattle Seahawks have quietly emerged as a logical landing spot if the Miami Dolphins decide to pivot toward a rebuild before the trade deadline. With starting safety Julian Love nursing a recurring hamstring injury, Seattle is evaluating external options to reinforce the back end of its defense. CBS Sports' Garrett Podol first floated the idea publicly, but insiders confirm that the Seahawks front office has indeed discussed contingency plans should Love's injury linger deeper into the season. Fitzpatrick, a 5-time Pro Bowler and 3-time first-team All-Pro, represents the kind of plug-and-play solution that fits both head coach Mike Macdonald's defensive philosophy and the Seahawks' current competitive window. The Seahawks have endured a string of injuries across their secondary this season. Love has missed 3 of the team's first 6 games, and though he briefly returned in Week 4, his hamstring issue has persisted, raising concerns inside the building about long-term durability. According to team sources, the coaching staff has been forced to shuffle roles almost weekly, using Kobe Bryant and rookie Nick Emenwari in alternating safety alignments while relying heavily on cornerbacks to fill gaps in coverage. That instability has tested Macdonald's system, one that relies on communication, disguise, and versatility on the back end. A healthy Fitzpatrick with his elite range and instinctual play recognition could stabilize those issues immediately. From a football perspective, Fitzpatrick remains one of the league's smartest safeties. His ability to diagnose route concepts and bait quarterbacks into mistakes has long made him a defensive coordinator's dream. During his All-Pro peak in Pittsburgh, he anchored one of the NFL's most opportunistic defenses, posting 6 interceptions and a career-high 11 pass breakups in 2022. While his production has dipped slightly since then, evaluators still view him as a difference-maker when properly deployed, and Macdonald's multiple-look defense could be the perfect schematic fit to reignite that impact. He's at his best when he's allowed to freelance from a structured shell, one AFC scout noted. That's exactly what Seattle does: show one thing, rotate to another, and rely on intelligence to make plays. For the Dolphins, who sit at 1-5 and face internal uncertainty about their coaching staff, Fitzpatrick's trade value is a delicate topic. He's under contract through 2026 with an $18.8 million cap hit next season, a figure that could become difficult to justify for a team heading toward a reset. According to league sources, Miami is not actively shopping him but would listen if approached with the right offer, particularly if the acquiring team absorbed most of the financial burden. Seattle, sitting with a manageable cap structure and an open competitive window after signing quarterback Sam Darnold, is one of the few contenders positioned to take on such a move. The financial dynamics of a potential Fitzpatrick deal are complicated but not prohibitive. The Seahawks could restructure part of his 2025 salary into a bonus, spreading the cap hit over multiple years and keeping flexibility for upcoming free agents like Kobe Bryant. From Seattle's standpoint, the trade would serve 2 purposes. It would immediately cover for Love's absence and potentially set up a longer-term secondary core if Emenwari's development continues on schedule. Internal projections suggest that Fitzpatrick could slide into a hybrid safety role, alternating between deep coverage and robber alignments, allowing Macdonald to disguise pressure fronts more aggressively. He gives you flexibility, one NFC personnel director said. You can move him around the box, rotate him post-snap, and he still has the instincts to create turnovers. There's also a psychological factor at play. The Seahawks have started the season strong under Darnold, and internally there's belief that this team could make a legitimate run in a wide-open NFC. Adding a proven, respected veteran like Fitzpatrick could send a clear message to the locker room that the front office is serious about capitalizing on that momentum. Several team sources noted that Macdonald values veteran leadership on defense, and Fitzpatrick, who hasn't missed a game since 2023, would bring exactly that. He's dependable, he practices hard, and he leads by example, one former Steelers assistant said. That's the kind of guy you want around a young defense. Still, there are risks. Fitzpatrick's production has dipped since his 2022 All-Pro season, with only 2 interceptions in his last 33 games. His cap number is steep for a player who may initially serve as an injury replacement, and any deal would likely cost Seattle a mid-round draft pick, possibly a conditional 4th that could escalate based on playing time. The Seahawks would also need to weigh whether the short-term upgrade justifies the financial commitment if Love returns fully healthy before December. However, with Emanwari still working back from injury and Bryant's contract expiring after the season, Fitzpatrick could double as both insurance and future stability. From Miami's perspective, moving Fitzpatrick now could be a proactive cap strategy. The Dolphins are trending toward a retooling phase, and trading one of their most expensive veterans could open flexibility for 2026 and beyond. League insiders believe that if the Dolphins begin to offload veterans, Fitzpatrick and cornerback Xavier Howard would top the list of movable assets. If they're going to reset, this is the window to do it, one AFC executive said, and Minkah would bring back real value. For Seattle, the decision comes down to timing and ambition. The NFC is wide open, the defense is young but talented, and the opportunity to add a proven playmaker like Fitzpatrick could be the move that keeps their momentum alive through winter. So what do you think? Should the Seahawks make a push for Minkah Fitzpatrick before the deadline or ride it out with their current secondary? Drop your thoughts below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and share this video with other Seahawks fans to keep the insider conversation going all season long.